partner or this partner, you know they're serious about your deal. Again, if you come into a meeting and you're accounting for a law firm and they got nobody there, that means they're just jerking you off. They're just filling up the time. If you come in and there's 4 partners, and if you come in and there's a managing partner, then you know they're interested in the deal and they're interested. And they're more likely to do the success fee. Remember I told you deals don't get financed because you're talking normally to somebody that can't make a decision. But when you meet with a second line manager at PwC or KPMG, he can't make any fucking decision. He's got to go to the manager, senior manager. Then the senior manager's got to go to a partner. And your story gets diluted. Every time he's talking to somebody else, the story changes. You know? And the story changes because the person that's telling the story, if Tony's my boss, I'm not going to be enthusiastic because then if we do it and it's a fuck up, Tony's going to call it a black mark against me. Especially in China. Okay? So nobody sticks their fucking neck out too much in China because they're afraid of the repercussions. Well, it's no different in the Western world. But if there's nobody in the room, that's a red flag. It's a red flag. And normally you can, if they, normally they sit you in the room first, and then all the other guys come in. If your room is this big, just slip out the door and say adios. Now if the room is a room twice this big, and then if they really like the deal, they put on a lunch. In the old days, cigars, cognac, butlers, shit, that's gone. The good old days, I miss those, but anyway, if they really like the deal, it's a lunch. It's a lunch. And if they really, really, really like the deal, it's a late afternoon meeting, cocktails in the partner's room, But I don't see that happening by yourselves, but with a dream team. And when you send, and we'll talk about this tomorrow, but when you send out the executive summary, you make sure that it's going to be read. And so you try to build some rapport with the gatekeepers and secretaries. Here is Sally. Can you make sure that Mr. So-and-so or Ms. So-and-so reads my thing before tomorrow? And one of the guys up here, Heiko DeFoss, who's one of my stars, he used to, if it was really important, he'd fly to the fucking city, buy candy, flowers, hand carry the cocksucker, and put it on, and he was a good looking guy, flirt a little, and can you make sure she reads it? Or he reads it, or whoever reads it. How bad you want to get it done? How big is the deal? And it works. Not with you tweet fucking, face fucking, link fucking, and all that other bullshit. And that's why the percentages of deals now are less that get completed. Because of social media. You look for the sorry fucking way to get it done. The easy way. The way you can hide behind the computer like a computer cunt. Because then you don't have to take their rejection eyeball to eyeball. What do you mean no? You got a fiduciary responsibility. You got fucking shareholders. Now, I don't expect you to do that, as I have. And that's why they don't want me to come to meetings. They say, Sally, now Mrs. Peña, Mrs. Peña, is it possible that your husband not come to the next meeting? And she says, well, I'll put in, she is English, I'll put in a word. He's probably really not necessary. He said, we're just going to go over numbers, aren't we, actually? And up here, nobody wants to even talk to me. Forget about it. They think I'm buried out there in my time capsule where it looks like a tombstone. They think that I'm deed. I've been deed 18, 20 years. But I'm walking you through these letters because these emails, and in this particular case, Robert knows the guys we're talking about. But the guy that, it's okay. Any questions on this stuff that we've gone over so far? We're going to go over more of it tomorrow, and we're going to do role-playing about this, about pitching board members and VCs. But once you get the chairman mentor to fall into place, now the rest isn't easy, because that's to be disingenuous, that's bullshit. But it is easier. And it's like dominoes. It's like dominoes. Okay? Okay, thanks guys.